Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the newest addition to the channel, which is a 1989 C4 Corvette that I just bought. So as you can see, I finally joined the Corvette family. As I said, this is a 1989 C4 Corvette, and I bought it a few days ago locally here in Utah. And this one is kind of rare because it has the dark blue metallic paint. And from what I understand, and from the research I've done so far, I don't think Chevy made a bunch of these. So if the websites I looked at are correct, there weren't more than 2,000 of these made in 1989. I think it was like 1,930. So I test drove a few C4 Corvettes, and as you can imagine, a lot of them were hammered and trashed. But this one was by far the cleanest that I saw. It's not perfect, needs a little bit of work, but it definitely is clean. The body's super straight, no dings or dents. There's minimal wear in the paint, you know, some scratches here and there, but nothing that's major and that I can't live with. The car runs amazing. For it to run, drive, and stop, it needs nothing. I went and picked it up about an hour away from here and drove it home with no problems. And I've driven it to work a couple times with no problems, so it really runs and drives well. Let me show you the interior. So really clean for the age. This car's 30 years old, but it looks really, really good. Again, not perfect, needs a few things that I'll tell you about, but overall, really, really clean. Mileage on this car is 79,609 miles. So really low miles for the year. Dash is perfect, no cracks in the dash. Interior trim panels are in really good shape. Pop the hood for you. So as most of you know, this is a 5.7 liter, 350 cubic inch motor with the tune port injection. Engine bay's dirty, but it'll clean up really nice. Headlights work. Has a 3-row aluminum radiator. This also has a 180-degree thermostat. Corvettes are kind of known for running warm or overheating, and this car runs super cool. I haven't seen the temperature go over 185 degrees. Previous owner said he just did a tune-up, so cap and rotor, plugs and wires. Tires are in really good shape. A lot of tread left on them. This car has the subframe connectors to stiffen the chassis to improve handling, which is really cool. And if we look up here, there's a camber brace right here that goes across, connecting the two sides of the car increasing the rigidity of the chassis and improving the handling. So that's really cool. The air conditioner has been upgraded from the R12 to the R134 system. So it's been modernized and blows pretty cold and pretty hard, which is awesome. K&N air filter. Previous owner did the airbox mod where some of it is cut out to increase airflow. So again, it's kind of dirty. I haven't gone through it completely yet. I've just washed it once. But obviously, you know, my plan is to go through it in detail the exterior, detail the interior, go through the drivetrain, and just become familiar with the car and fix anything that needs fixing. I want to get a new exhaust. And what I'm thinking is just removing the mufflers altogether and just straight piping it back here and getting new exhaust tips. Other videos I've seen on YouTube with cars that have done that, they sound pretty good. They're not too loud or obnoxious, and I think it sounds pretty good. The wheels are in pretty good shape. They have some issues, you know, there's some curb rash on them. The finish on them is coming off, so I may have those just refinished at some point, or just get new wheels. I'm still gonna keep Corvette wheels on there, something as close to stock as possible. Has drilled and slotted rotors, which is a really nice mod. Here's a look at the subframe connector on this side. So some of the things it needs, the washer fluid pump doesn't pump anything, so I need to take the reservoir out and see if I can troubleshoot that and maybe just replace the pump, get that working. The e-brake doesn't really engage, so I'll have to take a look at that. These window sweeps need to be replaced. Obviously a bunch of water can get in here if it gets wet, so I have to be really careful. The removable top is in okay shape. It has a lot of oxidation. The whole car could probably use new weather stripping. The rear hatch for sure. I can pull it all out with no problem. It's just kind of hanging in there, so I need to get a new piece of weather stripping back here. I have new badges for it. Those are kind of cooked, so they need to be replaced. This third brake light up here is really oxidized. I may have it repainted or just try and work with it and see if I can restore it. On the interior, the climate control is kind of stuck on the cool setting. So if I try to engage the heat, it won't work. The previous owner said the heat works, it's just you can't engage it. It's just stuck on the cool setting, which is nice on the warm days, but it's starting to get cold, so I'll need to get that fixed. I may buy a new one or just have it rebuilt, which will probably be the cheaper route. Looking inside the rear hatch, this trim panel back here is cracked, so I need to replace that. The hatch release button doesn't work, and the previous owner said he took it to the Chevy dealership and they couldn't figure it out, so what they did was installed this wire that you pull, and that releases the hatch. So great job, Chevy dealer. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But overall, again, this car is really clean. The cleanest C4 that I drove, and I looked at a few. So one more thing, the power antenna isn't working. I can hear it come on, but I think the entire antenna is missing. Looks like it's snapped off or something. So I'll have to figure that out. Just replace it. Anyway, so those are pretty much the main things that it needs. those are just kind of drivability issues. But again, this runs great. I can drive it every day. It's reliable. I have no worries there. I'll share a cold start video with you guys so you can hear it. It's nothing special. Obviously, Corvette's stock exhaust is not that impressive, but it's been sitting for a couple days, so the startup may be a little rough, and I've also put some seafoam in the fuel, so you may see some smoke coming out. As I go through these repairs and install new parts and clean the car up, I hope to vlog it and share it with you guys. And I'm really excited. Hopefully you are too. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know that in my previous videos I alluded to the fact that I did want a Corvette, and I looked at some C5s and C6s, but I also have always wanted a C4, and there's no reason I can't have a C4 and a C5, or a C4 and a C6. So I found this, it was really clean, thought it was right to make a move, so I did. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of the content with this C4. Comment below, let me know what you think, and please like the video. Talk to you guys next time.